What's up, guys? Gecko here, and we are back for more Rain Code. Last time, we mostly finished up the investigations of the Nailman murder scenes. We still have a little bit to do in this one, but like I said I was going to do, I kind of went back through the solution keys we've seen so far to try and piece some stuff together, because I was really, really stumped as we were playing through the episode. I was like, I could not figure out anything that happened or what to go on, so I actually came up with a few theories, and I think I have quite a bit figured out now, actually. So, the main thing that I figured out was when we were in the clock tower the first time, where I don't know where it is on here, but here, the nails having kind of the marks as if thread was kind of rubbing against it, and these were right under the window. So we had a theory that they probably escaped through the window, since the window locks itself when it shuts. That's an easy way to make the locked room happen. And so they could have tied like thread or rope or something around or like threads of the rope, since it's pretty thin, around these nails and kind of rappelled down the side of the building. That also lines up with the footprints that we got, since they're facing the wall. That's what would happen if you kind of like rappelled down the side with a rope. You'd be facing the wall, and when your feet touch the ground, they'd be facing the tower, and then you'd turn and walk away. So I'm pretty confident that that is how they escaped this room. And then in the club, the vent is probably the escape route, since it was not screwed in at the time of the escape. And the nails that were bent, I kind of hypothesized that they used them as footholds to climb up the wall to the vent and get into it. So what I figured out is if we follow that pattern, the purpose behind the nails and the dolls at the crime scenes has always been a means of escape and of creating the locked room. So if we assume that's the pattern in all of them, that means it was used somehow in the mansion. This is the one that I don't quite have the details worked out, but I have a concept for how they could have made this a locked room. So these marks up here on the vent show that, again, like some kind of thread or something was rubbing against the vent up here. There was pressure on it, as well as this line on the victim's neck. This was also the room that had the doll with the eyes gouged out, where it also looks like thread was kind of rubbing against the eye sockets of the doll. And based on the floor plan, I think a possibility for this one is that they had some kind of contraption with the string where it goes from the wall to the body, under the neck, and then up through the vent. And they could leave the room with the key to lock it. And then because they have the string outside the room, they could get it up through the vent slots, get the key back into the room. And it would like ride the string down to the body, because we did find the key underneath the body. That was where it was when the body was discovered. So again, I don't know the exact like details of how this would work out, but some contraption like that using thread through the vent where you could get the key back up through the vent. It would fall down under the body. There was another piece of evidence that supports that too. I'm trying to remember. Oh, the blood stains that we were trying to figure out. So this one made it look like the nails went in at different times because the blood drips in different directions. So what's possible is, since the chest drips down, that might be related to the cause of death. We know that they've had strangulation, but maybe those were nailed in when the person was still like upright. And then the nails, like pinning them to the floor, might have been setting up that contraption with the thread where the body was nailed down to the floor, the thread was under the neck, but the body needed to not be nailed all the way down so that the key could slip under it. Something like that. It doesn't quite add up. That's why I said I'm not super confident in the details of this one, but just like that's kind of, I think, the direction we're going with how they could do this. The last one is the one that I am still really stuck on, but it's also the one that we haven't completed yet, because we still need to check out how the window works. It doesn't look like someone can fit through it, but we're about to go look where the window leads to. Why this is stumping me is that we have the key nailed down to this doll, and that's where they found it. There is a second key, but this one was nailed to the doll. And then this is throwing me off, that there's also a painting nailed to one of the shelves. And that's all we know about it, and I can't figure out how this is relevant at all. But again, if we're going with the same theory that the nails or dolls have something to do with how they escape each time, It feels like this is relevant to the locked room somehow, but I just can't like figure out the details of how this would work. So I'm not quite there yet, but that is what I've pieced together, and I'm pretty confident in the methods of escape so far. The art gallery is what has me stumped, and I still have no idea who actually committed the murder. So we are going to go ahead and finish this investigation and see if that helps us deduce anything else.
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh?
Yeah.
And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself.
No, you didn't. You literally asked them for help. What do you mean?
I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Oh, right. I'll do it right away.
Oh yeah, because they don't know that we're talking to Shinigami. It looks like we're just talking to ourselves outside the room.
Have anything to do with the locked room?
Yeah, this has to be related somehow, right? I mean, obviously, we wouldn't be investigating it if it had nothing to do with the game. Oh, the other theory I had was, so the worshiper that we talked to at the church, who's like a Nailman fan and has been like the first one to discover all the bodies, it would be way too obvious if he was the killer, but potential accomplice? That's just like a complete random guess, and not founded in anything. Other than like
That's not
the second key they were talking about, how an art staff or employee or whatever has the other key. I was like, well, it says he's never alone when he discovers the body, so maybe like he stole the key, he was an accomplice, and then like he snuck the key back to them while they were going to see the body and they didn't know they didn't have it. I don't know. That I'm not super confident in. It was just like a random thought I had trying to think of every possibility that you could.
I see.
Okay, there is a crate here underneath it.
window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
No, the fact there's a crate under it is strange, as if somebody needed to access it. Now, granted, there are other crates out there, so maybe they're just put there. But it does seem like it's put in a way that you can reach the window.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay.
Yeah, his head doesn't even fit in there.
I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
That's all you would need to pass a key, though. Wait a minute. Okay.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Yeah, as long as you can fit anything, your finger in there, you could pass a key through the window.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Now, that doesn't have to mean there's an accomplice or a second person. Just you could pass it into yourself. You could pass it into the room or pass it out afterwards or whatever.
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
Wait, is that Halara? Because if not, this is about to get shady. Yuma, how are your lying skills? Uh-oh.
Hey,
Whew.
what are you doing here?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
His lying skills are not good.
Call the peacekeeper.
This would be me.
Wait.
Oh, we have to trick them. They will not believe we're a peacekeeper. The thing is, okay, we don't want them to know we're in... Well, maybe we do. No, detectives have a bad rap in this town. But you do not want them to... They'll never believe this. We don't have a uniform. They work here. Do we think that they actually want someone to solve this? We're not going to convince them we're a peacekeeper. We're just not going to. Just tell them the truth.
I'm a detective. Well, I'm still a trainee, technically.
Uh-oh. You sure it's a good idea to reveal yourself like that?
I'm investigating as a detective. I've done nothing to be ashamed of.
Huh? A detective? What's that?
You don't know what a detective is?
I guess detectives aren't that big in Kanai Ward. Must be because our fuzzhead chief is lazy.
Okay, now we can lie and say whatever the hell we want. If he doesn't even know what a detective is.
Well...
Hi, Halara.
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation.
There we go.
We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Uh-huh. Oh, right.
There we go. Nice one, Halara.
Hey, Halara. Are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly.
I wonder what would have happened if we said peacekeeper. I wonder what that dialogue branch would be.
By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Oh, it's our lucky day. Okay.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
Okay, this is great.
Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared.
See? Uh-huh.
He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nail Man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look.
Okay, the
door
lights were
was
on.
locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but
Yeah, the church person might have, though.
the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door.
Or was it an accident?
Paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Is that it? We don't want to ask him anything else?
Oh, right.
Okay. I guess that's all we get. Now we know where this came from, though. He kicked it over when he went in. The church guy did.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
I wonder if Halara knows yet.
I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. I have no clue what to do.
Stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
Oh, right. We need to help him.
Yeah, we're gonna get there just in time, and we'll have to freeze time and go into the labyrinth. That's how it's gonna play out. Now, what would be very, very fascinating is if Halara,
Before the chief gets executed.
if Halara came to a different conclusion than us, or like, you know, they throw out who they think the culprit is, and we're like, I don't think it is, though, and we go in the labyrinth and find out the truth and it's somebody else, that would be an interesting twist. And then there could be, you know, later character stuff between them of like, how did you like figure that out and I couldn't? But we'll see how it plays out. Either way, I'm very, very curious to see where this goes. Especially, like I said, I've said it a couple times now, but just with how the game works and the fact that it's a mystery game, the culprit has to be somebody we know. It has to be somebody that's been in the game so far. So I am just so incredibly curious who it's going to end up being.
Alara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on! Where's your competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
Yeah, I don't think we care if we best them or not. Oh! Oh my goodness. We're about to get into some shit. It will not be possible to return here for some time. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any outstanding side quests to do. But that is fascinating. Are we about to go somewhere else? Because that makes it sound like there's going to be more than just the labyrinth. That sounds like we're leaving this area for a while. I wonder if we have to go into hiding or something. Oh yeah, he's in some hot shit. Oh boy. I'm surprised we did all that in 3 hours, to be honest.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then. Besides, you're out of time anyway.
I object.
Take him away.
Objection! Come on. There we go.
Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
Okay, time for some time shenanigans.
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower.
Well, technically Halara is the one who beat everybody up.
Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident. You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
Yuma, think carefully about this.
Yeah, well, that's fine by us because we can still solve it in the labyrinth and kill the real culprit, and they wouldn't know that we did that.
Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being. Please?
No, we can do both. It's fine.
This would end this peacefully, but still.
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please!
Well, I suppose, though, just because we figure it out doesn't mean they'll release the dad. Because if they're planning to execute him, yeah, we actually do have to stop the execution.
You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job, you must finish it.
I can't back down now. The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
He's like, come on, man, what are you doing?
Oh, you've said it now! There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off.
Yeah, spoken like a true detective, though. We can't back down here. We gotta find the truth.
He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Kanai Ward.
But... Please, wait! Before you go!
No, okay, this can work in our favor, though. Depending how this plays out, if the plan is that we're gonna, like, be at the execution or, like, you know, be in front of the city people in some capacity, and we out the truth in front of them and it's right, like, I don't know, this could work in our favor potentially.
Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Nailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left of the crime scenes. I have no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
Well, except the last one that had a head wound.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now, my investigation is legitimate.
A new key. The victims were all strangled, but the cause of death wasn't publicized.
Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Amaterasu Corp is involved in these people dying somehow, or the Peacekeepers are, saying that you're gonna reveal the true culprit is not a good thing.
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
Lara, you want to come beat some people up again? Because I could use it right now.
What? Wait, please listen to me.
Ooh.
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name.
That's right.
Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
Call out for Halara.
That's right. Halara, please help. Halara Nightmare.
Come on, Halara.
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Hell yeah, dude. They're so sick. Where did they jump down from? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck them up. Fuck them up, Halara. Hell yeah, dude. Dude. Their legs must be so fucking strong.
Yeah, as I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Sorry. I promised to give him a stern lecture after this.
Come on.
Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Seth, are you alright?
Who do you think we are? In this town,
You are nothing but an audience. The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to you.
This is so sick, dude.
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
Who are you pointing at? Are you pointing at? You're pointing at me. Oh, yeah, it is someone from the church.
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
I mean, it's like it's way too obvious if it's the fanboy, right? That's so obvious.
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church. And now I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma, are you sure you got this? Are you really sure? There's no room to mess up here, you know?
Well, if we go into the labyrinth and solve it, they'll die on the spot, right? That'd be pretty crazy.
What do? I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't need to ask for more time, Yuba. Come on.
Seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own? If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the Mystery Labyrinth?
The Peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
And that's where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with the Mystery Labyrinth.
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay. When I reap the soul of the true culprit, the Mystery Labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the Mystery Labyrinth also perishes.
Which means the real culprit will die.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much? Don't you want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't hurry, the Peacekeepers will wake up.
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
I I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
You better hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Fine.
Here we go.
That's the spirit. Well, Master, are you mentally and physically prepared?
Oh, I forgot we gotta do the magical girl transformation sequence now. Why do you have to be like this for the labyrinth? You could just stay a ghost. Look. Her fit is fire. I'm not gonna hate. But do we need the jiggle physics to be like that intense? Like, come on. Her outfit is amazing though.
What?
Wait, they can see it? They reacted to it. Didn't they? Didn't Hilara react? As if they saw it? Oh shit, can Hilara come in with us? Or they just see it there? What? Yo! I did not expect this plot twist.
Stopped?
Hilara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Kinda.
Nani, Hilara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street.
Oh.
The power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well.
Wait, this is so fascinating.
You ended up wandering into the Mystery Labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll pick that role over the Master!
Ow, bro, what? Oh, she kicked us into the labyrinth. I thought she just kicked us to the ground for no reason. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, I love this. Okay, first off, that cutscene was so sick. Hilara is a badass, dude. The line where they were like, "You are just an audience," bro, such a cold line. And now they get to come into the labyrinth with us. This is so sick. I absolutely love how this is developing. Oh, dude, I'm so excited for this. I am so into this. Oh, it's got the elephants again. I was wondering if it was going to look different each time. Like, based on the case or something, if the aesthetic would change. Or, like, the design of it. Oh, we don't have our cool hat in here. At least we keep the cape, though. Wait, so I wonder if we're going to have... I wonder if we're going to have a different detective with us in each case that gets to come in here with us. That'd be pretty interesting.
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Hilara? Let me explain.
I love how they fast forward through the explanations. I appreciate it. We don't need to hear it again.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte.
Hell yeah.
I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this.
Oh, I love that we have finally impressed them with something.
Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scaracute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman? We were
Uh-oh.
pursuing that case together?
Uh-oh, they don't remember.
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help.
Oh, so Halara doesn't even remember what we've discovered so far.
The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 yen.
They didn't forget that.
You remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something. My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away.
Oh, interesting.
Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected.
So anyone that comes in with us is going to forget everything they previously learned anyway.
But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
Yeah, so I wonder, I mean, I'm sure they can still help us since they're a really good detective. They can probably help us deduce stuff, but probably not quite as helpful as I thought Halara was going to be.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon. That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, does she have to kill us? Or we dance? I don't remember. It's been a while. Did we have to do a dance to get into the labyrinth? Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. How did I forget about this? Bro. Alara's probably like, what the fuck is going on? How did I forget about this? I think I pushed it out of my mind.
Well, this world is just full of surprises. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth?
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too.
Oh, yeah. Vomit them up. Let's go. Spit them out.
That was a lot. Here you go.
Yeah, we got a lot of keys for this one.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please don't mind her.
All right, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this Mystery Labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
All right, in we go.
I understand that progressing through this Mystery Labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
A good question.
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, whoops. I skipped that line. How did... I didn't mean to do that. It sounds like it was important too.
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind.
Is there a way to look at... Oh, you can. I was wondering. A way to look at the dialogue. I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving it. Okay, we didn't know that before. There's a time limit to how long you can stay here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind.
Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the Mystery Labyrinth. And you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
We did not know this last time.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago.
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway.
Damn.
Isn't that right, Hellara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hellara.
Yeah, they're kind of just vibing with it. They're like, "Yep, this is my life now." Okay, I was gonna say I want them to actually be here. It's just the model kind of phases out with how fast we're running. All right. What's gonna come up first? Because there is so much stuff to unravel with this. Oh, this is new. Oh, why are there people hanging?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Mm-hmm. How are you doing, Hellara? What do you think of all this?
First off,
Aren't you going to check the scene at the clock tower first? Let's go once you're ready. Okay. I don't care what Shinigami has to say.
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
Why are they twitching like that? I don't know if it's supposed to do that or if the game is glitching out. Okay. The pattern makes me think it's intentional. Okay. I guess we could have done them in any order, maybe? Or would it have stopped us if we tried to pick a different one? This makes the most sense to do, though, because this is the one that I feel like we have figured out, at least mostly. They felt like they got harder to figure out the further back we went.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers.
Oh, wait, I said that wrong. I think that it went... The order that we investigated them in, I think, was the order that's easiest to solve them in.
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die. It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
the 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Not quite.
Hey,
I mean, it is, but
this is a locked room. Aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery!
we'll be fine. Don't freak us out. We're already worried enough.
Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Yeah, you're so encouraging, Shinigami. Oh, wait, no, don't, excuse me. We did not ask for this right now. Halara's probably like, what the fuck did you do?
See. So that's how to make
Oh,
the
they don't care at all, bro. They are not phased.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hello. Spot selection. Where did the culprit flee from? The window. That's how they got out. Right? Oh, here. There we go.
It has to be here. The culprits must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right, let's try it.
Hello. Is that Zilch again? Oh no, it's the fucking guy. I forget his name. Seth? Yeah, it's Seth.
Already been solved.
Dude, that hair, that's a lot. It's a lot of hair and it's a lot to handle.
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up?
Yes, I do. Okay, the rainbow cape is kind of fire, though.
You die. Why don't you give it a try?
Hello. You can't die here, though, right? Not by normal means. Whoop, here we go. Bye!
Hey, don't drag me down with you.
We can't leave a guest behind, Halara. It would be downright unmannerly.
Yeah, we're just going into the void now. No big deal.
So simple.
Alright, dealing with continuous attacks. Press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer to the question. Attacks are going to keep coming, but be careful. You'll take damage if you avoid... You'll take damage if you avoid all assaults. Oh, because we have to answer the right thing. Okay, interesting. I don't think I'll get it until I see what's happening. But this is a different minigame.
Mystery Labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery, so solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all.
Not for this one you weren't, but we did figure it
You
out.
must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
Master, concentrate.
What did the culprit use to escape from the high location? Oh, it was a rope or a thread. Okay, the shutter? No.
I can't dodge it!
Okay, I didn't know those would be the only options. I wanted to see what my options were.
Master, concentrate.
So yes, the remains of the rope. Smack him.
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church.
Oh, true.
The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
What traces did using the rope leave behind? Yeah, the marks on the nail. The what? Not the floor. The shutter structure? No. The marks on the two dolls. Man, you really gotta read fast. It only gives you a second or two to push that.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
That's a big one. Holy
In that
moly.
case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been.
What's that? I can't hear
What were the rope's burnt remains originally? A safety line, a rope ladder. Oh, a rope ladder. Is that why it had the, like all those things coming off of it? I'd have to pull up the picture again. Oh, shit. I get it now. Because I couldn't figure out the rope burned in the church, why it was shaped like that.
Ow. We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Oh, they pulled us up.
Yeah, thanks.
They said they hate
You
touching
saved me,
people.
Alara.
Aw,
Correct.
we're
It's all
bonding.
thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
I love Halara.
It was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Halara has really grown on me. I mean, I didn't dislike them at first, but I really, really like them.
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape.
Oh, that's why there's two. They tied one to each side. Okay. My question is, how would you get the ladder down afterwards, though? So that it's not there when they discover the body. That's what I'm not sure about. But we at least know that now. It was a ladder.
The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected.
Oh,
together.
I see how it works. Interesting.
And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall.
Uh-huh.
Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom...
Oh, and then you can pull on one side to get it down.
It would have been one long single rope, which they could easily...
See,
pull
this is the
down.
kind of stuff that I don't figure out these details because like my brain doesn't think like that. I wouldn't think to make a contraption like that
The
and to
window
use
shutters
it that way.
folded into its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for training you!
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it? That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
Master, boom, kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah!
Is it time for a death battle? Death battle? Death match? Whatever they call it? Hell yeah, dude. Death battle. The reasoning death match. Alright, the fear of heights. Yeah, there we go. I have to remember the controls for this.
Yours are
I have to remember what to do for this. It's been a hot minute.
It is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Yeah, that is true. Well, yes, that is
The
true.
watchmaker was also at the scene.
Uh-huh.
And he had a hammer for the nails.
Yeah.
In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
No, he did not.
Say,
Oh, I didn't press it in time. Okay.
Right.
Fine.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear.
the watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene.
It sounds so funny, dude.
Hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime.
It sounds so funny.
Committing the crime. Just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
What?
Say,
Okay, wait. I guess I'm not using the correct thing. Let me look again. The door key. Wait, hold on. How do I pause? Can I... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Here. The solution keys. The door in the clock tower was locked. Yeah, this was the one with the only way to unlock it was the knob from the inside. And he was afraid of heights, so he didn't... Okay. Okay, I'm a little confused now. I was so ready to use the fear of heights.
Watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Yeah. I mean, that's true, isn't it? Dude, I am fucking up. I'm so thrown off right now. Oh my word, what am I doing?
He committed the crime.
That's not the one we can cut.
Committing the crime. Just as you deduced, he created that lock.
Okay, I guess we refute the first one then.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess he wasn't at the scene of the crime? I thought he had to be at the tower. They couldn't have arrested him, right?
The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
No. Okay, well then I've tried everything aside from the correct thing.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear.
Although, wait, did we go all the way through? Maybe we didn't go all the way through. Well, let's try this. It's not that. Okay, I guess we didn't go far enough. Apparently there's more dialogue after this that I haven't seen yet.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary.
it's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime. Just as you deduced, he created the locked room.
And escaped via the rope ladder.
There we go. Okay. I got too impatient and sliced early. We never got to that line. Gosh, I'm gonna do terribly on this one.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man. Damn you!
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
Halara does have protagonist energy.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the Mystery Labyrinth. So, don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Halara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Uh-huh.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Shinigami, you do that all the time. Okay. Yeah, but there's... There's only 3 clergy members. Oh, we got a chest up ahead. I see. You solve mysteries like this to progress your way through the labyrinth.
Wow.
You catch on quick, Halara. I'm only now getting the hang of things. It may look peculiar at first, but the structure is exceedingly logical. It's easy to understand. That's amazing, Halara.
You know,
I wonder what lies ahead.
Well,
There's always a chest at the end of a labyrinth. I'm sure you'll find some treasure. I'd rather get information about the case than treasure. Alright, we're already at one of these.
hey, a treasure chest. Can I open it? Check it out. A new solution key.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of the thing last time where it was the end, and then you had to decide if you were going to destroy it or keep going. Okay, the new key. Only clergy members have access to the incinerator. Oh, we knew that. We just didn't have a key for it, I guess. Yeah, but there's only 3 clergy members. That's what's so interesting. And then the worshipper, but he's not actually a clergy member.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the Mystery Labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
if you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
I feel like Shinigami's the jealous kind. Just saying.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that line delivery was so good.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
The pouty little Yuma.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next?
Reap their soul? Wait, does Shinigami get the soul after they die?
You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Okay, I'm most confident with the first one. So I wonder if you can do them in any order, because that would be really interesting. But I am most confident in the first one. This one, I'm like, I'd be shocked if my
First
theory
lockdown
isn't
happened
correct.
6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
Yep, we are. Creepy little doll.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Bye-bye. Rip. Alright.
This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Right. So they definitely escaped from the vent. Give me the vent.
Here. I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the 4 corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Hello. Fancy meeting you here.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poke him full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
Okay. The nails beneath the vent. I mean, I have to think that's what it's gonna be.
Ludicrous. They used the vent.
Yes, they did.
That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there.
Ow.
Even if the cover was removed,
Which it was. We're not going to contradict that.
there's no foothold to use to reach it.
There is.
I'll slash through this mystery. Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
Was that it? Was just the one question? See, this one's so damn straightforward. Maybe the other ones are and I just can't figure it out, to be fair.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Well, I mean, come on. We were investigating a crime that was 6 months old and everything had been cleaned up. I don't think there was any other way to solve it.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Don't take it to heart, Yuma. You're doing great, buddy.
Let's hurry.
I support him. Oh, whoa. That was trippy. Wait, what? Wait, what was that implying?
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy price.
The fact that they're bringing this up, though, makes me think we'll have to use it at some point during the game.
And that is?
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
Alright, what is the next key we're gonna get? And then we'll call it here, but I just want to see what we get next. If it's like before, there should be a solution key here. It'll reveal the perpetrator of the crime at the secret club. Once you obtain it, you should check it thoroughly. Okay, thank you. Maybe there's a solution key like the one from before. Should be. I wonder what kind of key it is. I can't wait. Okay. Let's find out. Oops, I didn't mean to cut her off.
Who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll?
You know, that's actually funny because I feel like all three of these would be very popular for very different like reasons and groups of people.
Oh, that's me.
For certain people, it probably would be.
Another solution key.
Oh, it's the okay. Oh, it would have to be somebody thin, someone with a slender build.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone thin.
So I guess that rules out the larger guy that was chasing people through the woods.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble.
So it's either the priest or the nun.
And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
I guess it could still be the worshipper, but then we would have to find a way to explain how he could use the incinerator despite not being a clergy member.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my training. All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
All right, so we did the two that we had kind of figured out already, and they were what we expected. The only thing I didn't quite figure out was the rope ladder, rather than just using a rope to rappel down. But the other two are going to be tricky, and I'm very interested to find out what the answers are when we do them. So, but we will do those next time. As always, thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your theories if you have figured out the second and third crime scenes. I would love to know what you figured out. But we will find out what the true answer is next time. So I will catch you in the next episode.